Hey everybody, sorry once again you're just seeing me. I don't have a baby with me. I thought about bringing one today, but it's supposed to be pretty warm today, so I didn't want to leave a doll in the car. But this week has been really busy with getting back into the swing of being at work again. And then also coming home every night and taking Callie out driving. We've been doing a good hour or so every night. And, between making dinner and doing some other things around the house, I just didn't have any time to record. I didn't feel comfortable recording with Callie driving because, I needed to pay attention to what she was doing and stuff like that. We were preparing for her test. Happy to report that she took her test yesterday and passed with flying colors. So she is officially have joined the driving realm here in Pennsylvania. So new licensed driver to add to the pile. And everything. That was good. Her instructor was really pleased with her performance yesterday. Her last lesson was rolled into the test. That was an option that he gives, that you could do the last lesson and the test on the same day. It ends up being like a 2-hour session instead of just an hour. But we just decided to go for it because we felt that she's been driving for a while, and eventually you gotta just do it. You just need to get it done, I guess. She finished right under the radar of finding out that they're gonna add parallel parking to the test, which is something that I did when I was driving. So they must have taken it out for some reason or another, and now they're putting it back in. So if they keep it there until it's time for Goldie to drive, she's going to have to learn that and be able to master that. But as of right now, Callie didn't have to master that, and she is able to drive. In fact, she's going to drive tonight. She's going to drive over the weekend to her job and back. So I'm already talking to her about, make sure she's paying attention and utilizing all the things that she's learned over the past 6 months while she was getting ready for her test, and all of the things that her instructor taught her during the 5 or 6 lessons she had with him. So, yeah. But I did have unicorn stuff. And of course I have white for this theme Thursday. I really tried to get that in, but I did not get a chance to. So maybe if it comes around again, or maybe I can do a late one. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, really missing the theme stuff. That was the only theme that I really did, other than the wacky videos, which I haven't done any of those in a while either. But my mom is doing well. She can now get dressed really well by herself. And she can get all of her articles of clothing on. Before, she couldn't get certain undergarments on because it's just difficult to bend your arm that way. You ladies probably know what I'm talking about, which article I'm talking about. But she can now do that, which is fabulous. And she is now completely out of her sling too. She said she wears it to go to bed, but starting today she can be out of it altogether. So she'll be doing that. Her physical therapist gave her a whole bunch of new exercises that she has to do. Mostly it's like she's doing like some kind of pulley. Like a pulley system exercise. So it's like lifting, or it's like a resistance band. So she's doing that right now too, along with her regular exercises. And yeah, I don't know what else to report on. My work is going well. Busy as usual. Getting ready for budget time. I have to submit a new budget for this next fiscal year. And I already have a draft of it. I just have to finish it up. And I gotta get it done by mid-month. So, I got caught up on all my emails. Yay. I know. All those emails. It was crazy. But what are you gonna do? But yeah, I tried to watch a couple videos, but I didn't get very far. So I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit of a headway today in watching some of your videos, because I've been really slacking in that respect. And yeah, I'm not sure what else to report on. Goldie's doing pretty well. She's 13, so I swear, I think that age, 13, is like one of the worst ages to go through with kids. At least with mine. Both of mine when they're 13. They just, you butt heads with them, and I don't know. They're like at that age where they think they know everything, and it's just very challenging. So, needless to say, I'll be glad when Goldie turns 14. So maybe she'll be different. I don't know, we'll see. But she is a little pistol right now. And she's very angry because, you know, she got her phone taken from her and all that stuff. I told you guys that last video. So, she's not very happy with us right now. But, yeah, it's for her own good. I might take a little bit of pride in being mean. A little bit. Because I know there's a lesson to be learned, so it's not like me just being mean to be mean. But, yeah. Oh, and it was funny because Callie, she has plans to hang out with her boyfriend. She usually hangs out with her boyfriend on Friday nights, and a lot of times on Sundays after she gets off work. And she's telling me, you know, hey, I'm going to ride the bus home with him. And I said, oh, okay. So, well, how are you getting home? And they started making plans of her boyfriend driving her down, because we used to meet, like, when neither one of them had their license, we used to meet, the parents would meet about halfway, because we live a good 20 minutes, 25 minutes away from each other. So we would meet at, like, you know, kind of like the halfway point. And they started making plans for me to meet them halfway. And I said, oh, no. I said, I am done driving. I said, you have your license. You are driving. I said, I'm not driving anymore. And they were just like, they both had this stoned look on their face. Because she was FaceTiming, so I saw his face too. And I said, you guys, I said, you know, you're both 17 years old. He'll be 18 in August. She'll be 18 in November. I said, it's time for, you know, you both have your license. It's time for you to start becoming independent in that respect. So I said, from now on, you guys want to see each other, you both know how to drive. And you have curfews, so you got to obey those, or that privilege might be taken away by us as the parents. But I said, yeah, my taxi chauffeur situation with my oldest is completely done. So it's a bittersweet thing, because I'm very happy that I don't have to, you know, sit at her work and wait forever for her to get out of work. She can just come out of work, get in her car, and come home. That is going to be really nice. But I'm going to miss our little chats we had in the car. Because, you know, that was a time when, while she's driving, she can't be on her phone. playing around. She's got to pay attention to the road, but she can talk while she drives. That doesn't seem to be a distraction. And we would have these conversations. You know, what's going on in her life, how classes are going, how, you know, her boyfriend and her, what their plans are. Like, you know, talking about prom as of late, because that's this month and everything. So, yeah, it was just nice. So I'll miss that. I'll have to find out another way to have, like, those intimate conversations with her. But, which I'm sure she's getting to the age where she's coming back around, like, that I'm semi-cool to hang out with again. Like, there for a while, you know, she was just, like, hang out in her room, and that's where she lived. And she's starting to actually come out into the daylight. I was like, oh, she lives. And that's a hard pill to swallow, too. I don't know, like, some of you that have already experienced the whole teenager thing, I mean, I'd love to hear your comments on that, too, because that was a hard pill for me to swallow. Them, like, living in their bedroom, and then they don't come out and talk to you at all, like, ever. They're just in there. They might come down and eat, and then they go right back upstairs, and it's like, hello, did you forget about us? You know, like, and I had to constantly remind myself that I was like that too when I was a teenager. I mean, I was, and my parents probably hated it. In fact, I know my dad did. He'd make comments once in a while about it. But, you know, it was hard because I'm like, you know, I always had open conversations with my kids. Sorry, guys, I have to maneuver this around a little bit. I always had open conversations with them, and it's like they shut me out, you know, that closing of the door is like, leave me alone, stay away, thing, and, all that. I'm sorry. If I made a face, that car looked like it was not going to stop coming up behind me. I was like, oh boy. Oh, and there's that guy that goes really slow up ahead. This guy, he's not even an old man. He's like in his probably maybe 40s, 50s. And he drives like 25, no matter what the speed limit is. So we're in a 55 mile an hour zone. He's going 25. I'm like, that's so dangerous. And he just drives that slow all the time. He gets this huge line that piles up behind him. And then, you know, as soon as people are able to, they start passing him. Me included. So, anyway, yeah. Callie's starting to become more like, you know, she's crossing over into like the adult range a little bit, where she's, you know, not that immature shutting you out phase, which is really nice. I like it a lot. Goldie, of course, is entering that stage. Plus, she's got this, you know, just the angry teenager thing, mojo going on. And Callie went through that too. And it's like, ugh, it's exhausting. It's so exhausting. But there are phases that kids go through, and that's the way it is, you know. It's all they don't call it growing pains for nothing. In fact, I think the parents experience the growing pains. I know the kids do to some degree, but we experience like the emotional. Your kids love you, and then all of a sudden they can't stand you for a while, for, you know, a couple years, and then they go back to loving you again. And not that they ever stop loving you, but, you know, they go through that. Parents are evil spawn. Uh-oh, this isn't going to be good. Ah. Oh, I'm okay. I hate passing when there's another car coming, because I always think of the worst type of possible things that could happen. But anyway, I will say I am completely not happy with the motors that they put in these SUVs now. They put a is it a 4-cylinder engine in them, and they used to be like a V8, and in a vehicle this size, you need something that's going to go. So I don't know if you heard that. That is like the motor trying to get this huge thing moving. And when I had one of these vehicles before, it had a V8 in it, and you never heard it screaming like that. And it's like, what the heck? So I really don't like that. I dislike that in this type of vehicle. But they're doing it to keep the gas mileage down. That's why they're doing it. But it makes the car scream and whine and carry on when you step on the gas. It sounds like I'm going to blow the engine when I pass somebody. And when we're on the interstate, when you open it up to go like 65 or something like that, yeah, it's like, does not sound good at all. So my GMC that I had a same engine. This is an Equinox. It has the same engine in it, which, you know, they're built on the same platform. GMC is just like the upgrade model, I guess, like the Cadillac version of a different vehicle. So they're basically the same car. You pay more for one versus the other one. But anyway, I don't know. I'm sounding very negative today. I'm so sorry about that. I don't mean to be negative. I'm not normally a negative person. I must have got up on the wrong side of the bed, I guess, today. But kids definitely frustrate me, that's for sure. I think that's what put me in my little funk this morning. But yeah, we're going to have a good weekend. The weather's going to be beautiful. We're planning to go back to the campground, not to camp, but we got to get ready for camping. So on Monday, we take the camper to get inspected, and then we will place it on our spot. So we'll be camping ready then. We have to clean it too, because who knows what was living in there during the winter time. It grosses me out to think that there's mice crawling around in there, but I know very well that there probably was. They get in there somehow. They gotta hibernate somewhere too, I guess, for the winter. And they end up choosing campers and barns and wherever else they can find, your home, wherever else they can get. So it is one of those deals. But alright, I'm going to let you all go. Random van parked there along the road. But I will be back, next week for sure. And I'll definitely bring some babies next week. I have nothing on my agenda aside from Monday. I have to, like I said, I had to do the camper thing on Monday. But a lot of times I pre-record anyway. So hopefully over the weekend I will be able to record Monday's video. And if for some reason things go to pot, I'll record as soon as I can and upload Tuesday or something like that. So, alright everyone, have a wonderful weekend, and I hope you all are doing well. I'm going to be excited to hopefully see some of your babies soon when I try to get caught up on videos. I don't suspect I will get caught up, but I'm going to try. Being out for a little over 2 weeks, and pretty much 3 weeks now, because I haven't really watched, I think I watched 1 or 2 videos so far since I've been back to work, because work has just been busy trying to catch up and all that stuff, that I didn't get a chance to watch anything yet, or barely anything. So it's gonna get back into the swing of things next week, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Alright everyone, have a wonderful weekend and take care and stay safe. Alright, bye-bye.